Period, and you're watching
Rider News!
Rider News, got the brighter views, got the inside looks and the interviews. Every student better watch us, always moving, never stop us. One of the greatest, like a goddess, like a balloon, you'll never pop us. Everybody wanna get a love to us, ain't nobody ready for the package up. One of the greatest stations, we made it, don't ever hate it, don't stage it, cause we created the famous display of greatness. Superb, common display is the Eagle Huge Bird, yeah! Watch it in advisory, watch it in the library. This should be your primary amazing news source. Going to the school course, understand the news sports. Every Wednesday 2-4 in a month. Brighter sun, here we are and here we come. Yeti go, Yeti flow, everything that you should know. My name's Retrack, know you've seen that. Everything that you know, we mean that. Rider crew, tired of screw, that's what we call Rider News.
Good morning, Rough Riders. Thank you for tuning into this week's Rider News. With all the homecoming activities happening, our news crew has been excited as ever to catch the Rough Rider action. Making these videos is something our news crew missed this summer, but now, with all the activities going on, it's hard to forget about. Today is Wednesday, September 28th, and I'm Fatima Muahid. Last week's lockdown was a shock to students and staff, but it was also a lesson to help us keep our campus safe. With the situation happening during lunch, those who were outside were rushed into nearby classrooms. Our teachers acted quickly when they heard the news, so let's give a big thank you to our staff members who helped keep our schools safe.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Zart. I wanted to talk to you guys briefly about our lockdown last week. Last week, the police department informed us that there was a person off campus who had a weapon. So when they informed us of that, we went on a lockdown. So the reason why we go on a lockdown, even when there's not a threat right on campus, is to just make sure that if anyone were to ever get on our campus, we are ready and safe to go. Miss Bloor was the one who called this lockdown. I was in a classroom at the time. She did everything great, and all our teachers did an amazing job, and all our students did an amazing job as well. I was in the 400 hall. We had just gotten out of lunch, and that's honestly one of the toughest times you ever have to deal with this is during lunch. So within 3 minutes, we had this whole campus. We had students who were in a classroom, or there were some students who we told, hey, don't come back to campus. So within 3 minutes, this whole campus was secure and safe, and we had great feedback from the police department, from the district. They said everyone did a great job, and so really, I'm just so proud of everyone's dedication and just did a great job during this emergency. So unfortunately, if this ever were to happen again, you guys did a great job. You did everything you needed to do. You just go for the closest classroom you can, and you get inside and you get safe. And our counselors are here if you ever need any support. So they were here last week and they're still here this week if you still need to talk to them about any of the events around the lockdown. So we are safe here at school, and that's because we practice, we do the fire drills, we do the lockdowns, we do all of that stuff just for this real life thing, and we did an amazing job. Practice makes perfect, and I think we did a near perfect job. So thank you everyone, have a great week.
So on Monday, I received a report from our SRO, Detective Jackson, and he called me and he said that there was a dispute, and a domestic violence dispute, and one of the people that was involved was headed towards the school, and they did have a gun. At the time when he called me, he said the person was at Laurel and Park, which is just 1 block down. So we didn't know if he was coming here to the high school or just driving down our road or what the situation was. So I felt like our student safety could be at risk. So as soon as he called me, I decided to call a lockdown. We made the announcement, we got all of the students inside that we could into all the different buildings all over campus. And we stayed in that lockdown for quite a while. It was about 45 minutes, I think. During that time, Officer Van Dusen did call me back just to keep me in the loop, saying that the man was up on Alvers Road, just a couple of blocks from the high school, but they had not detained him yet. So because he wasn't in custody and there was still that threat because he was so close to the school, we stayed in lockdown. until they actually had detained him and arrested him. And then we knew that we could release all the students. So the main thing that we were worried about as administration and all the adult staff on campus is for student safety. And that's always our first priority with students at school, is to make sure everybody's safe. And I felt at that time, to keep everybody safe, I wanted everybody inside the buildings. Since this happened, we have received some feedback about some communication issues that didn't go great, and it was hard because it was during lunchtime. And we have some plans of some things we could do differently next time to make sure the word gets out better to students that are off campus, or communicating details to teachers better. But really, the bottom line is that I was concerned about safety. Once we got everybody inside, we knew we were safe for now. And I would make the same decision again next time if this came up.
I'm Robert Smith, Senior Chief in charge of the ROTC program here. You probably see some of our cadets walking around in uniform. Some of my thoughts about the recent lockdown there. It was startling, just like a lot of people were feeling in their rooms. The only thing I could think about was the more your stress level goes up and you're uncertain is whenever you need to keep your wits. All right, you get a little bit stressed out and you don't know what's going on outside. Just keep your wits about you and keep everybody inside the classroom nice and calm. And that's probably the best way to do that, to approach that situation. Also, listen to what your teachers are saying. If they're saying get in the room, get in the room. If they're having you move certain things around, you gotta just listen to what they're doing. They're probably gonna deal with that stress level a little bit better than you are, and you should listen to exactly what they say.
Well, it was definitely necessary. I mean, we had a crazy man up there with a gun. And so I think the police did the right thing to call the school and to have us locked down. Yeah. Did what I was told. I went out to the hallway and got some kids to come into the classroom, closed the door and closed the blinds, and we just had a fun time at lunchtime. Didn't really feel really scared. Okay, we knew what was going on. We had good communication, so yeah. No, they were fine. One kid was making up a news quiz, the other was sort of just hanging out. So we just spent the time talking and having a good time. Well, I'm thinking that we need to work with the military and bring a couple of tanks in here, and maybe some jet fighters or drones flying around just to make sure. No, I don't know. I think I'm making a joke of a very serious situation, obviously, and that's probably not cool. But I don't know what we can do. I mean, I'm sure that if something happened, the police would be here right away. We have a fantastic police force. Our student body is proved to be really calm. We have really good teachers. I think with the communication that we had from the front office, I think it was great. So I mean, we can always improve, and we should probably figure that out. But overall, I think it was handled well.
Hi, I'm Anna. During the lockdown, I was put in a room, and the teacher blasted band music, and so at that time I didn't really feel safe, but he was offering granola bars and water, and he didn't even turn off the lights, so it was kind of nervous for me, nerve-wracking, but it ended up being nothing really, so.
Okay, my name is Samir, and the lockdown was scary. No, it wasn't scary at first, it was scary at first, but then it wasn't scary because I thought nothing was gonna happen, and then nothing did happen. So, pretty experience definitely happened.
Our cross-country team has been working hard and showing tip-top conditioning in recent meets. Let's hear the team introduce themselves and learn about their goals for this year's challenging season.
And I am the captain of the Port Angeles High School cross-country team.
What are your goals for this year?
My goals for this season is to run a sub 14:50 5K, hopefully win state, and place top 5 in nationals.
Would you recommend cross country?
Yes, I strongly do recommend cross country. It is a fun group to be around of. We're all around just really encouraging and would love to have as many people out there. You know, it's fun.
But I'm curious, what is your favorite part of cross country?
My favorite part of cross country is running and the team aspect of it. I love the whole team that we have. You know, it's like we're a small family, and the running part of it is a lot of fun. I just
How
love
long
to
have
run.
you been coaching for?
I've been coaching off and on for about 20 years.
Why did you want to coach cross country?
Well, I really like running, and I figured, you know, with all the endorsements and the pro deals, I couldn't afford not to coach cross country.
How would you describe your team this year?
This is a fantastic team. We've got kids of all different skill levels. We've got some of the best runners in the state. We've got brand new kids who have never run before, and everybody on the team cheers everybody else on, and it doesn't matter like where you start from in cross country. It's why it's the best sport to do, because everybody gets cheered on. It's all about personal improvement. And you might be the fastest you're ever going to be while you're in high school, or you might be faster when you're older in life, but we just teach you how to constantly improve. Thank you.
Spirited things are happening around campus as we get hyped for next week's homecoming festivities. Murals are being created based on Netflix-themed TV shows, and there are several games and fun activities planned. Take a look at what we're talking about with ASB leadership and students helping guide this fun week of school spirit.
Hi, I'm Brooke St. Louis. I'm one of your ASB officers, and homecoming week is coming up soon, and it is a big thing with our school. It's a spirit week that we have before our homecoming football game, and we have a bunch of events and dress-up days for every student to get involved in, and it's a class competition that you try to compete with your class to win.
I'm Stella Comerton. I'm your ASB Vice President. And we also have a bunch of activities that we do during homecoming week. Like on Monday, we have our Buff Puff game. On Monday, we have our Buff Puff game. And that's at 6:30. You need a can of food to get in. And we also have our mural painting competition, which is due on Monday, where we paint murals like depicting our class theme, and there's a whole bunch of stuff for it. And then I think Tuesday is just one of our dress-up days. Wednesday, we have Ultimate Frisbee, which is 6:30 at the Elks Playfield. Food drive ends on Thursday. Food drive is where we get a bunch of food together, food and hygiene products, and to donate to our local food bank. It raises, just a big food drive fundraiser, and it gets your team your class a lot of points for homecoming, and points are really important in homecoming because points are how you win. So for every activity, your class will get points for participating and for winning. So like on our dress-up days, you get points for how many people participate. For Buff Puff, if you win, you get lots of points, second, third, fourth, as it goes. And on Friday, we have our homecoming assembly, our homecoming parade, which is at 5, and then our homecoming football game, which is at 6:30.
Yeah.
Yes! Kickoff's at 6:30. Oh yeah, during our homecoming assembly, we'll have our lip sync competition, which gets you a lot of points for your class to help you win. It's really fun. Everyone dances and lip syncs to music. And yeah, we also, during the football game, have our carriage races, which our carriage races, every class will decorate and design their own float or carriage surrounding what their class theme is, and then a team of 3 girls and 3 boys will run the float across the football field and back, and whoever gets it back first wins more points for your class. And yeah.
Our dress-up days are Monday is fraternity versus sorority, Tuesday is Western versus hippie, Wednesday is class theme day, and then Thursday is class color day, and then Friday is your green and white, school spirit colors. So, yeah, school spirit. Woo! Go homecoming!
Good afternoon. It's a great sunny day afternoon. And I want to welcome everybody from the PHS campus. I have some wonderful news. Come on here, big boy. Miss Clark has nominated me this week for the Ruffy Award. Okay? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, anybody that would like to take a selfie, please come to room 606 and let's cowboy this baby up. All right, it's time for this Montana cowboy to cowboy up and do the geometric thing. So everybody have a great day.